What's up? Welcome to a Parking Zone. I'm one of your hosts, Jordan, along with my other hosts, Josh and Sab. We want to say welcome to episode 10. Say what's up, motherfuckers.
What's up? Happy New Year.
Yo.
Happy New Year's. It's fucking 2025 for the first time we're recording in 2025. Can you believe it?
I can. It is
Yeah,
the
make it
brand
happen
new year.
eventually.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna happen eventually, but still, it's nice to know that. It's nice to know that we made it.
Yeah, still going strong. 2025. Let's keep
Yeah,
it
world
going.
almost ended a few times last year.
A few times.
Well,
Yeah.
World War III
Not
like
enough.
2 times at least.
The sad part is about this, right? And I'm just gonna say this now. I don't know how the fuck we made it into 2025 without something blowing up. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this: in Jersey, we have these drones, and again, nothing is blown up. it's a weird time. We're actually recording this in January, so I mean, like, whenever this episode airs, probably like 3 weeks from now. It's gonna be in like February or some shit like that. But then we'll be kind of caught up. We'll get through all our backlog, so all the comments that people will put, we can actually acknowledge them. We're not going to acknowledge them yet. We'll have a whole segment about that. But this is our first double-digit episode.
It is indeed.
Can you?
It is a
It's fucking
milestone.
crazy. We had fucking.
I know, and it's our
episode
11th
9 and
episode.
7, 8.
How did we do that?
Yeah.
A little
Josh is right.
trickery.
Yeah, we hit it. Episode 9 and 7, 8. I can't wait for that to come. I don't even remember what that was. It was so long ago. I can't even tell you what it was. I have no notes on it. I have no notes on episode 9. Fucking episode 10 was the last thing that was edited, and that shit's a doozy. Oh god. I think episode 9 is where I talk about the necklace shit. And to be fair, I cut it short because if not, if I would have talked about it, it would have been like the whole episode. And boy, oh boy, we did not want that to be a thing.
I'm sure you would have gone
Unless people
on
wanted
the
to be a
entire
thing.
time.
Listen, I can go into detail about it another day, but yeah. What's your New Year's resolution?
I am going to try to eat better.
Eat better?
Yeah, not eat a bunch of junk.
Okay. Josh?
Not waste my time pretending that I'm going to have a New Year's resolution.
Okay.
What about you?
Me, I have an idea of like, I want to create a new world. Sounds dumb, but like, I want to write some like, just some shit down. I want to make a timeline of like a world history that doesn't exist in our world. Just want to create something
Like a fictional
with some
world.
weird ass physics. Give it some like fucking weird wars and histories won, and expand on it. Make characters, and I don't want to develop into a game, but if it comes into a game, sure. At least we have some world building for it. Like, give it a whole life and breathe into and just use it for like multiple things. I think that'd be really cool.
Interesting.
It's always been one of my dreams to like do some world building.
So where would you start?
See me like I would start as like we all need a turning point, right? Because if you think about it, like look at Earth's history and shit like that. We have AD, we have BC. That's a major turning point. Do I have one of those in my world? I don't need to. Can I? Sure. Was there a war that defined the ages? Is there like a kingdom? Is there like a different, civilization? Like what's going on here? That's something I can do.
Yeah.
Was the world called something before a certain time and then now it's called something different? Like think of our world as Gaia and then next thing you know it's fucking Earth. That's cool. So it's like one of those things.
Yeah.
Use it for like world building, and I want somebody to be like figureheads, like what would they do in this situation? Kind of like, oh well, you're this person. What would you say here? What would you do here? I think that's a cool aspect of stuff,
Yeah, definitely interesting. I would be definitely interested to see what you come up with.
Did you build a story around it too, or just the world?
The story would come with the world, you know what I mean? So like it would just be like, okay, well during along this kingdom would start here, did such and such things, you know what I mean? And this person here finally rose to the ranks and created like a quote unquote democracy kind of thing. Like I don't want to spoil a lot, but like I have been writing and writing and writing. That's what happens when you don't really have a job. You kind of have free time to write shit. So yeah, I've always wanted to make like a Fire Emblem inspired game, and I was like, I just enjoy world building. Like, you could fit a lot of history in 1 year, and in this world, you don't have to have 365 days. You can have 500 days. You can have 20
Well, yeah,
days.
sure. You can change almost
Yeah, you can
anything.
create whatever you want.
A part of the world, you know. Could be
From the
completely
sun.
different.
I think like, yeah. Well, I definitely want to do. I definitely do not want to do the multiple sun thing. I think that's weird. But I do want to change physics in that world, where it's like, well, maybe magic exists and it's because of this, and you know what I mean. I think I told Josh this before. Like, where it comes to, I like the imagination being played out in such a dramatic fashion. Say is like, okay, well, this guy has gravity magic, but he doesn't really seem like he has gravity magic because he's creating flames, and it won't really work in our world. But like the physics there would be like he, creates friction, like so much friction with the gravity magic that he can start a fire right there. He can align ions to make thunder, lightning appear and shit like that. He can make winds appear because he's using gravity to force, air pressure and different like that. And they're like, he can use all this magic. It's just gravity magic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to do something like that. I think that'd be fucking sweet. I'd like, honest to God, I think that'd be so fucking cool. Like, I always think of it like as a manga at that point when I start thinking about the magic aspect of it.
I mean, once you build the world,
Yeah.
you can like start making stories.
Yeah, you
centered
make
around
stories.
it, like specific, you know.
And I can loan it out to people like, hey, here's this world. And, as long as you kind of fit inside the lines of it, you can go nuts.
Yeah.
It'll be like such an expansive story. Maybe it'll turn into like a game. Maybe it turn into a story. Maybe it turn into a manga, an anime, a show, a whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's it for like my age.
how have y'all been liking the new Warframe update?
But 1999 has been fantastic overall.
Do you say so? I've been enjoying it myself as well. What about you, Jordan?
You want my honest opinion?
I do want your honest opinion.
I fucking hate it.
Why?
I knew it.
I fucking hate it so much, dude.
I knew it.
I find it's so fucking, it's so dumb. It's so,
Expound upon this. Why
everything
is
in
it
this
so
game
dumb?
is supposed to be so cool, and it ends up being so fucking corny. Like, it's so corny to me. It's so dumb. Oh my god, you got a voice actor like fucking Ben Starr as Arthur, and he's just such a fucking played out character. He's a piece of cardboard, dude. He has more range than fucking in Final Fantasy 16. Granted, I'm pretty biased to Final Fantasy 16, but still, like it's so, he's so bland. Then you got somebody like Amir. Oh wow, fucking fucking tech savvy, Middle Eastern guy. Of course he has to be Middle Eastern. That's fucking racist as fuck. Why couldn't he be like, I don't know, the black guy? Why couldn't he, and then you have Quincy, the fucking guy.
I didn't once
what
think
the fuck
about
is he
that
on about?
from here, and he might even be Indian, so I don't.
Yeah.
That may not even be a valid.
I think he's in.
I just say Middle
Comparison.
Eastern just to like kind of like broad it out. We'll say Asian. It's so weird. And then like you have fucking Quincy, who was like this fucking British guy, who was like so British. It's so like, it's so fucking, it's just in your face. And then he's like, I'm gonna run away. Oh, I got you guys' backs. Fuck off, dude. Like oh god. And then you have fucking the Spanish girl, who's the healer, but is so fucking quick to be trigger happy. Like, there's so many fucking stereotypes that are just so played out, so corny. You have this girl Aoi who can flip a truck, and is literally Mag. Like,
Yeah, she's Mag.
So like in my perspective, Mag, it doesn't, like, it's how fucking strong do you think you have to be to do simple things like, oh, okay, let's put the fucking cables back into this bomb. I can't. I'm not strong. Shut the fuck up and just do it. Oh my god! And then next thing you know, you get them all to like you, and then you replay it all, and you go, "You can do it." And she's like, "Oh wow, wiggly woos with her fucking arms," and the next thing you know, she can do it. You could have done that shit the whole time. What the fuck? You don't need. It's so fucking aggravating. She could flip over a truck that's moving, which arguably is more force than what those cables were fucking doing. I don't know. The Tech Rock girl, even though that's not original, she was probably the coolest thing out of everything. I'm not gonna lie. Eleanor was probably the coolest.
I do like Eleanor,
like,
but I don't really agree with your other takes. I thought it was
Yep.
fine. Played
Yeah.
out a little bit,
Yeah,
yes,
see,
but
it's just so corny.
I don't
though.
think it's that corny at all. I thought it was fine. The dialogue's actually pretty good if you pay attention to the dialogue. When you're chatting with them in the computer, it's actually pretty well
Yeah,
thought
and
out.
I would say like like typing in them. That's also another thing too. Like I like that aspect of like, okay, well these characters are gonna say this, this, and this compared to whatever. That's cool. I will not take that away. But at the same time, you're looking at this and you're going, why is it taking so long to fucking type?
I did think that. I agree.
Yeah. I'm like, just fucking
I wish it
hurry
was more
up,
like-
dude.
I mean, most games
like
you can
Amir was
actually
fast.
like,
Amir's fast, yeah, 'cause he's like,
but in most
Fucking
games you can
crackhead speed.
actually like control the rate at which the dialogue goes by like clicking more. So like you don't have to actually wait. But I did, I was
you
feeling like that. Please type faster.
You just fucking reminded me of something somehow. I don't even know how, but like it just picked in my fucking brain. Amir, the fucking fastest typer in the world.
That's
and
right.
the
At
fucking,
the end, how he couldn't like.
yeah, and he's
type
like,
it
I can't keep up with all. Like, bitch,
Yeah,
shut the
that was
fuck
the only
up.
part of
Like-
the end that I kind of agree with you on. That it's like, come on,
Extend
bro,
your
you're-
hand. All of a sudden, he has
Yeah,
the Parazon.
Where
The
did
fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, I have so many questions
Does he
regarding
always
this.
have
It makes
that?
no
That was
sense.
weird, for sure.
It's
I thought it
just-
was mostly
oh my
fun.
god.
Like the story, it wasn't great, but I didn't hate it. I didn't think it was corny. I did like the gameplay a lot.
Oh yeah,
And
I
I
like the
like-
new enemies.
I like the new enemies. I
Yeah, the
like
new enemies are cool.
the new missions. I think they're cool.
Like the new map.
The Atomocycle's cool. The new map is cool. I do like it. I really specifically like the underground area. I think it's a cool new, like the underground subway area. It's like a cool new area we've like never had.
Yeah, it's really
Oh,
big
like the
too.
mall. kinda.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that one's really cool. And the new weapons
One
are
of the-
cool too.
Yeah.
I noticed-
So
Just like one of the biggest things too, like it just like the execution is there and it also falls flat at the same time for me. Like
I can understand
I
that.
it's just like when it comes to Warframe, I guess like it's not my favorite game. It's fun as fuck to play. Don't get me wrong, it's fun. But like they like make it into like this big dramatic thing and it just feels empty every single time they put something out. Like it's there, but it's empty and it just feels like something's missing. Like they didn't have enough budget to put the rest of it out or something like that. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It gives the game its own charm, but that charm to me, it doesn't. It faded so fast. It's just like it's not my cup of tea. I don't think any of it's really cool. Do I think it's fun? Yes. Do I find it? The only thing I really find cool is the items you find in the new maps. You get to find a fucking giant pizza. You find beer. You find a boy band album. Like come on, like that's fucking cool. You find film. You find fucking
Burger.
some shards. Like yeah, and a comic book with the fucking very boobalicious lady on it
hmm
that I have looked at.
I don't know. My relationship with Warframe is it's a game that I play I go back every now and then. And this stuff was enough to bring me back, and it's kept me engaged for a while, even past pretty much finishing all the 1999 update brought. So I mean, I'm still playing. I've been playing for like a month straight, so I don't know, I'm pretty into it right now.
Yeah, we
like
got the photo
again,
weapons to come
it's
out.
fun to play. Weapons, skins, and like we don't know for sure like if there's gonna be any more characters gonna be skinned up.
True.
That sounds so weird to say, skinned up. But like
Skin
we don't know.
suits.
And like I got done the sequence, and I'm just like, okay, is there more?
Not yet.
I'd be really upset if there isn't more. But like that's the thing. Why is there not more?
Probably because the
Like
game's
they
not
just
out.
put it out there. It's just weird, man. I know Sab has a new frame. He has the Sight 99.
Yeah, Sight 9 is sweet.
Yeah, he does a lot of damage. His kit's
Seems
pretty
really
cool. He can see his one puts out these little like scanners that highlight the weak points of enemies, and I don't know if it's those specifically, or I guess it has to be. But once you put those scanners up, you can actually shoot through walls and hit enemies.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, he can snipe through walls. It's pretty nutty, and like he does extra weak point damage. So it's since he highlights it, he does extra weak point damage, and number two, he can throw out ammo packs that do automatic status chance. So he can equip his own weapon with an automatic status chance. He can choose, and then he can also throw out 2 bricks that teammates can pick up to gain automatic status chance on their weapons. And then
Yeah, those always like throw me for a loop.
yeah,
I'm
if
like,
you see them
why
on the
is there
ground, they look
fucking
weird
ampules
because
on
you'll
the
see
floor?
like
They're huge, too.
you'll see like the
Yeah, they
corrosive
are
symbol
huge.
on the ground. And you're like, what is that doing there? And then yeah, when I first saw it, I didn't really realize it. And then his 3, he'll go invisible, and if you get headshots while he's invisible, he will continue the invisibility and extend it.
Yeah, I think
And
you
then
give it 90%
Also, his
of
headshots
time.
spread.
yeah, no, that's his 4. His 4 is the rifle. It's the exalted rifle, and when you get a headshot with the rifle, it branches out and shoots other enemies. It headshots them too in the area, and you could do that like through the walls with his 1. So you can literally just like headshot groups of enemies through the wall. It's so ridiculous. And then also
That's pretty cool.
the 4, the exalted rifle, the alternate fire lobs a cryo grenade that freezes enemies.
I didn't know it had an alt fire.
Yeah,
That's
and it's
cool.
an automatic freeze. Like they'll get
Wait, hold
frozen.
on. I need to check that out.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
didn't know it
really
did that.
cool. So you can like
Josh is
you
like,
can
I was
freeze,
spending my
you can
Already
platinum
have.
today.
freeze them and then just headshot them and just like kill them all with 1 shot. It's really cool.
Have you used them with the nail yet?
Yes,
Yeah, have you rolled
it
that
works
rhythm
well with
though?
the nail. I did. It's not great, but it's okay. I think it has like extra damage. I don't remember what else though. I'd have to check.
Need to get that
But
crit
yeah, the
damage multi-shot.
yeah the nail works great with him.
The Arca Cisco might be another option as well. The sniper
Yeah,
pistol,
yeah, I tried it. I didn't really like it,
not as good as
but I
the
also have
Nell.
the Vesper, which works.
Yeah, I still don't have that
The
one.
the 1999 pistol. It actually has a gimmick. Whenever you aim it at an enemy, their weak point becomes highlighted like in a crosshair. And you do extra weak point damage, and it actually it should show up for teammates too. So like I think it gives them extra weak point damage as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting weapon. I can't
Right.
decide if it's good or not. I built it, but I haven't used it enough.
Oh, okay. Got
Should be decent.
right now.
I don't know. I feel like I'm slowly catching up at the same time. So far behind.
I mean, yeah, it's,
I'm so
dude, it's a grind.
There's so
game.
many expansions like between us.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a bunch.
it's kind of insane.
It's a bunch of
I just-
reputation you don't have yet. That you just need to
Yeah,
go
it's
grind.
But that's the thing. Like, this game always gives you something to do.
Yeah.
And that's what I enjoy about it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, it may seem like I do complain about it a lot, especially when, the game breaks on me. And it happens a lot. But,
I mean, yeah,
like,
it's
the other
been kind of
day,
bad recently.
Flying on Deimos,
Yeah, it happens.
I couldn't even stand on the floor. I just kept falling.
That
through
was
the
remember
maps
that.
that was a very
over and
interesting
over
glitch.
again. Yeah, I was like, I wonder if I can recreate that.
Isn't that because y'all rode those velocipods?
Yeah, while
No, I was trying to
yeah.
capture them. Fucking somehow.
Yeah,
We
but
were trying to
fucking
capture them,
accidentally
and then
ride
we
them,
jumped
too.
on them. Yeah, while they were being captured. So yeah, we jumped on them. Then they got lifted away while we were on them, and that's what activated the glitch.
Yeah. That's some crazy
Yeah,
shit.
that was,
I've never had that
That was
happen.
hella fun. I was so mad because I was like, I just got all these pets. All this work is gonna go for nothing.
Nah, you got to keep
I
all of
was
it.
so mad. And the fact that like it was on stream, and I was like, God damn it,
Yeah,
man!
but thank
Like,
God you did
what
get
the
to keep
fuck?
it. It just doesn't show it because this
Yeah.
game's a jackass.
Oh god, man,
They need
my
to fix
heart
that.
sank. I was like, I just did all that work.
And that's why I don't. Yeah.
It's never failed me, but I still just don't trust it because I don't see all of my mats in the results screen. I
Exactly.
don't like it.
Oh, I just have trust issues.
Same.
Man. You feel like
Same.
seen. I have also streamed games where like I have done all this work and it's for nothing. You know what I mean? It's like when you beat
That's
that
the
boss
worst.
and it doesn't matter because you end up losing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like what was the point of me fighting it?
Bro, I'd always hate back before the days of like autosave. I would hate when I'd forget to save for a long stretch and then I'd fuck up or something,
Ooh.
and then I'd have to go back like 4 hours to
I
my
normally
last
done
save.
for the week of the game if that happens.
That's like me.
Yeah.
That's like me in Pokemon, like back in the day, where like I'll play and then my fucking game dies and I'm like, son of
Yeah,
a
that's
bitch.
the
And I turn
worst.
on like, and I'm about to start picking my starter. I'm like, god damn it. That shit happens
It's
to me
so
way too
defeating.
often.
Like I've had instances where like playthroughs have died because of that.
What do you call it? Like I save so many times, even the manual saves. I save like 3 times. It feels like I have OCD when I have
I
to
used
save because I
to.
save so many times, dude.
But that was before like
Oh, the game autosave doesn't
autosave.
matter. Fuck yeah, I'm still saving over.
I
that
still
shit.
do too, like in
Mm.
games that are important, like where decisions are super important. I save scum sometimes, I'm not gonna lie.
Loser.
Who fucking cares? Save scum is fine. Don't listen to Josh. He does that shit more often than
Nah,
not.
I'm playing honor mode now. I can't save scum.
Oh well, now he's playing Baldur's Gate. But you play that game so many times, you don't have any repercussions. You know everything's
You
about that game at
you
this
haven't
point.
played honor mode. You think all that knowledge means shit?
I
I got my ass
scammed
kicked
a
by 4
little
enemies
bit
and then I had 7. It was 7
Mm.
versus 4 and I lost.
in RimWorld, but not Baldur's. Actually, no, I did in Baldur's. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you absolutely did, Baldur's.
I'm not gonna.
I still
lie.
gotta beat Baldur's Gate. It's just that every time I play, it's like, okay, here I go. We're gonna do something. Oh, sorry, somebody's overpowered, aka Josh, and I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, there's no point in me playing.
Look up a better
I
build.
was like, I could just.
That last act is
You
just
fucking. That's the whole point. Like playing something we never played before.
I'd never
I'm gonna
played
play
that
this build
either. I
'cause
just
know it's
happened to be busted.
I know it's busted. I've looked it up so many times. Fucking. Oh, this can kill one shot. I'm gonna do
All
this.
I knew was the blood of
It's so
Lathander
fun.
was the best paladin.
Yeah, and I was like, this like, okay, cool. I wanted to turn into a fucking bear and hit somebody. I'm like, oh, okay. By the time I got there, they're dead. I'm like, oh, okay, this is great.
Yeah, turns out paladin.
And then
great.
he has knowledge of the game beforehand, so then he's running in front of you. I'm like, oh, okay, this is great. It's fantastic. Yeah, okay. Oh, you started a boss fight? I'm like 3 rooms away. I'll be there. It's like, yeah, I was like, it just ruins the game for you. It's like, it's unfortunate, but I want to play it. It's just that I want to play it at a
Well,
pace
yeah,
that's
play by
like good
yourself.
for all of us. Exactly.
I got to the third act and it was just too overwhelming at the end. Like in
Yeah,
Baldur's
there's a lot of
Gate,
stuff in that
there's
game.
like too many things to choose from. And, like,
Yeah,
all
at some
these things
point in
happening.
the third act, I was like, "Fuck this! I'm doing the main story," and I ignored so many side quests because I was like, "I'm
Yeah,
already
I
level
can't,
12.
I can't
had
really
done
do
enough."
that. I also already
Well,
got to
do you guys
level
know
12.
about that? You guys know about that new CD product? It's not CD Project Red. It's people who work for CD Project Red. It's like Dawn Trail or some shit like that,
What?
or Dawn Guard or Dawn God or
No
some
clue.
shit like that.
No.
So this game, you only have 30 days to complete it, and there's so many quests. There's no way for you to do every quest.
Like real days or
30
in
days.
in game days?
So it's in game. So I don't know if it's real time or not, but like there's only certain time to like do all the quests. So regardless, you're gonna have to play it multiple times to do all the quests,
Mm-hmm.
and you can do different ways of going about it. I was like that is what I want, and I think that's what's gonna stop when I play with somebody like Josh, who's like, I'm gonna fucking beat this game to death and be a fucking badass and just like kill things in one shot. It don't matter. We won't be able to do everything at all anyway, so we just have to like figure out what we're gonna do. Be on a set path. That means that I won't lag behind because now I don't have to make a dumb decision like, oh, do I want to explore this little area? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I do that. Like, I'm a person who will do every little fucking thing, and I know that bothers people, but I'm a completionist.
I do
wanna
like
finish
to do the
everything. I
side
wanna-
quests.
Yeah, and like I will do all the side quests before beating the game. You know what game was ruined for me wholeheartedly?
What?
Final Fantasy 15.
Why?
All I wanted to do was all the side quests. I was having a grand old time.
And you went too
Every
far in
time
the
I was
story.
in Discord, people were like, I don't want to spoil this for you. I don't want to spoil. Then don't talk to me about it. There's no point in talking to me
They want
about
to talk
it.
to each other about it, though.
Yeah, go somewhere else.
So you go somewhere else. You're the
Discord.
one who didn't beat it.
It was my Discord. What do you mean? Fuck you. Like, the thing is, like, I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, well, you guys can go. Like, it's fine. Like, I'm just here doing my thing. I'm in the game grinding it out. And meanwhile, I'm like, I'm fishing. I caught every single fish in the game. I was so happy. I caught every single fish in the game. I completed that whole thing. And they're just like, you still haven't beat the game? Still haven't beat the game? Who's the main villain? I'm like, bro, get away from me. Like, just go away. I don't even remember who the fuck was the guy. I don't remember I don't remember his fucking name. But it annoyed the fuck out of me. I'm like, just go away, dude. Like, that's all you need to do. I was enjoying it at my own pace. I was doing my own thing. I had literally, and I can say this, I had 4 side quests left, and they're in the last area. So, like, but because I was in the last area, you might as well finish the game. All right, let me finish the game so we can talk about this shit. So we talked about it for like 2 minutes, and that was it. Oh, can you believe Arden was the main villain the whole entire time? I would have never guessed it, dude. It was just so aggravating. Oh, you didn't like the way the game ended? It didn't matter to me. I was having fun playing the game. Endings don't really matter all that much. If you enjoy playing the game, you enjoy playing the game. You know what I mean? Endings are great, but like, what did you have fun leading up to this?
Mm-hmm.
People were like, "Oh, I don't want to play Mass Effect 3 because the ending sucked." What?
Still a fun game, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't understand.
The story
that.
isn't everything in a game.
I've been secretly replaying Final Fantasy 15 just so I can play all
Catching
the
on
side
fish
quests
again?
again. Oh, dude, it's so fun fish. Like, you give me, if you could tell me I could fish in a game, I'm fucking all about it. Matter of fact, when I got done playing Warframe, I was like, I'm never touching this game again because it's just too much shit and I'm so far behind. Josh told me there's fishing. I said, son of a bitch, I'm in.
It's spearfishing too.
And it got me back into the game. And I was like, ooh. I mean, that's
yeah,
what
fishing's
it really
always fun in games.
Yeah, I just like, I don't mind sitting there and just like, it's like the monotonous.
I still think the
it's
best
fun.
fishing
You
is
just-
in Final Fantasy 14.
I will agree with you there. It feels like you're actually fishing.
Mm-hmm. It's like one of the few
like,
fishing mini games that actually has like mechanics.
Unless you're spearfishing and you're trying to get that fucking
Spearfishing's kind of fun
that
too.
dumbass
though.
fucking fish. You're trying to get this dumb fish, and I'm like, son of a bitch, is not spawning. Oh, you gotta mooch 3 times,
Hell yeah.
and you gotta have perfect
Mooching,
weather, and you gotta
mooching.
like, oh, you son of a
I've
bitch.
there's some really hard fish to catch. I will tell you.
Yes.
I've tried to catch a lot of the hard fish, and I don't have hardly any of them.
I don't know. Like, I didn't mind it. I remember one time I was fucking playing a game, and Josh was like, "Yeah, I'm getting pterodactyls." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Hell yeah! Don't you get them from like the
Excuse me?
sand dunes?
No,
Or no? Where do you get
diadem.
the pterodactyls?
No, for the
I
diadem,
was
yeah.
thinking someone
yeah,
gave
that's
him
right.
pterodactyl.
That was the one time.
You can also
fucking,
fish for axolotls.
Yeah.
I had to like make fucking money back for one of our guys. We'll say his name is fucking Laz. But yeah, fucking, I had to make money back because he gave me crafting gear, or not crafting, gathering gear. And he was like, "Yeah, well, you just gotta pay me back. Give me like," he said, "What? Give him a stack of rainbow cotton and something to mistletoe or some shit like that." I was like, "All right, cool." He's like, "You're not gonna finish it in a day." Josh, how long did it take me?
Yeah, like 1 day, 1 or 2 days.
It took me 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean gathering's
It
not
literally took me
hard,
2 hours.
but it can be very monotonous.
You
I always had to
do.
be like, yeah, exactly, like watching a video.
Yeah, I
or
just sat there and just
something.
watched. I was watching Game Grumps, dude. Like, I was just watching.
Yeah, as long as I
compilations.
was like watching a YouTube video or listening to music or something, it was fine.
Yeah.
It's a lot better
Yeah,
than
like, I
gathering
didn't
in
mind it.
11, bro. Like when you had to like carry stacks of picks and
Oh
hatchets.
fuck, dude. No,
And that they
11 is
break.
horrible for gathering.
Yeah,
It had its own fun.
I mean,
and
it kinda had
challenges,
the
but 11. Yeah.
I do remember sitting in Guzgan mines and mining for dark steel ore.
I remember walking past you and killing something.
Yeah. Opening and closing the doors. Yelling at people for closing the doors. Closing the doors on other people.
Yeah.
The cycle.
Uh,
It was fun though. But yeah, no, I got dude, like Simon and them are still playing it, bro. I don't
Of
get
course,
it.
Simon's playing it. He can play it.
True.
yeah. I mean, like, if the guy's like at a point where he can't really play much games.
I mean, that's
He
true.
can play
I understand
14.
why he's playing it, but
But like the economy in that game is
it is
horrible,
terrible.
dude. It's fucking horrible.
Once I
And it's
realized
a
how bad it
private
was,
server.
that's when I quit. Because like
No, when I logged in, I was like, oh, to buy this, and I'm like, oh, fuck this. I looked at the market board. I'm like, why is it like? There should be no reason for the money to be this high. Everything should be like in the fucking hundreds.
Cause yeah,
Like literally, just
I got up to like
ugh.
level 50 something bard, and then I realized that like my high end bard gear was gonna be like the chest piece was like 8 million, and like I'd only ever like made 1 million in my entire like character life at that point. So I was like,
yeah, it's insane.
how am I gonna do this?
My favorite thing too is like I was gonna be a red mage dark knight.
Yeah.
Or Dark Knight Red Mage, you know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, okay. The hardest part was just going to be getting Dark Knight up. But then the spells for Red Mage were just
No,
like,
Dark Knight would be hard,
yeah.
dude, because I knew another guy who was trying to level Dark Knight on that server, and nobody would ever invite him to parties because nobody wanted Dark Knights in the party.
Nobody wanted a Dark Knight. The thing is, once a Dark Knight's leveled up, perfect. They're the greatest thing they fucking do. But when you're leveling up, nobody wants to party with you. Yes, I had the advantage of having you guys with me, but I was like, this is ass, dude. And like, luckily, I think like early on, there's a great sword you can wield as a red mage, but like only at a certain level. Then you can start using it. So then you get the great swords done. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. I was ready for it. And then I looked at the gear. I was like, I can't afford this.
Yeah, when I started seriously looking at
Simon,
gear,
Simon was like,
that's when I realized.
He's like, I'm not buying you shit. I was like, bro, like you have so much money in this game, and like by the time I get this, like I'll be fucking like.
He didn't have
35.
that money. He didn't have that much money either, though.
No, I know.
I mean, maybe
but
now
like,
he's
like,
got money, but like pretty much the entire time that I was playing with them, like, everybody was pretty much poor, or they were saving up for a piece and like had no extra money. So like,
can somebody ride the chocobo to Juno with me? I can't teleport. Like that shit,
bro.
It was a constant.
Oh my god!
Struggle,
So I helped some people walk from
dude,
where was it? Like Hala to, I can't remember which crystal it was, to Juno, and I was a white mage at the time.
Ooh.
But that was on purpose because, you know, in case anybody died, I could res them, or, you know.
Res them, yeah.
So we got all the way to the end, and then
the fucking caves.
one of the girl, like it was a girl and a guy, this couple, and the girl, she aggroed a goblin right at the end, right by the gates to Juno, and it came up and it fucking one-shot her right before she zoned, and she released.
Oh
yeah,
all the way back,
yeah,
dude. Get fucked.
No. I was like, no, I was here to res you in case this happened. I felt so bad. I'm sure she felt bad
I was
too.
just laughing. I was like, I'm not going back. I was like, I'm not.
I went back. I helped her another time.
Oh, you're so nice, Sam.
Yeah. I mean,
I would be like, yeah, you're on your own.
I felt so bad. It was like right at the end, and I'd like even planned for that by coming on White Mage, so whatever. But that's the brutality of that game, you know?
Oh, that's rough.
It's just how it goes.
I'm starting to get back into speedrunning again, too. I don't know what game I'm going to speedrun next.
What are your options?
Eventually, I'll pick up like Mega Man X Command Mission again, eventually. But I want to like actually get good with that first. I need actual time to spend on that game. And unfortunately, I don't have time. Soon I will, but yeah. I don't know. I was thinking about like maybe Pokemon. Like it's pretty simple, you know, pretty basic to get into. it could get pretty tough, and movement's pretty nice. I was thinking about that. I was also thinking about my favorite game in the whole world. Does anybody remember what that game is?
Rogue Galaxy.
Yes. So I was thinking about doing a Rogue Galaxy speedrun, because you can skip mad cutscenes in that game. And honestly, God, like, it can get tough, but like as long as you have enough items, you'll be fine.
I always wanted to play
So
that
I want to see
game,
how that kind of plays
but I
out.
never did.
You still never played
No.
It's fun. It's just I have a tendency to try to like do the beast, the bestiary or however. Is it bestiary, or
Bestiary.
bestiary? Like I don't like. I always have like a, but it's not even called that. It's like called like the hunter rank. I have a tendency to try to do that, but like monsters don't spawn like you think they would, and it's a pain in the fucking ass, dude. Oh my god, it is the worst to try to fucking finish farming a monster to kill. Like I'll sit there for like hours. I remember one stream I didn't leave an area for like 3 streams because I'm trying to look for fucking this one enemy that spawns one out of fucking millions. Like the spawn rates are dumb. Sometimes you get like 5 of the same enemy. I'm like, fuck yeah, all right, this is gonna get done quick. And then it's like, nah, we're gonna give you like 1 enemy. it's ass, dude. It's the worst.
That does sound terrible.
But it's fun. It's so fun to play.
I need
It's sad to
to.
say that like game's so
I
fun.
need to actually play a Pokemon game.
I'm here for you, man. I'll sure put the shit. You should play Pokemon Grand Coliseum.
Is that? It's like a.
That's a
It's
mod.
not a normal Pokemon game, is it?
That's a hardcore mod.
Yeah, it's totally no Josh.
Too late. I'm exposed.
Doesn't sound normal to me.
Just buy Scarlet or Violet.
You should.
Hmm.
Honestly, I can just mail you Jess's copy of Scarlet. I think she's done playing for now, and I have everything. Yo, the funny thing is, because I have, this is gonna sound so dumb. Me not having a job, I can't afford the fucking Pokemon Bank. So I thought I lost all the Pokemon in the Pokemon
What is a
Bank. Nah, I
Pokemon
just need to
Bank?
pay $5. Pokemon Bank's like to keep all your Pokemon in one place.
You have to
It's
pay
like
for
for
that
multiple
shit.
games, crossovers.
Yep.
Yeah, it's $5.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but like because I don't have the subscription for it, I only have access to 1 box. I was like, what? Where's all my Pokemon? And I was like, oh, I just gotta pay for it again. So I still have every Pokemon, but the thing is, I can't use them.
I was today
I have a
years
living dex and I
old
can't
when I
use it.
learned there was a Pokemon subscription.
The Pokemon storage subscription.
Yeah, that's for storage.
Wow.
It's making it easier to transfer between games.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Wow. That's
And I can't wait for that
really
shit to go to
nerdy.
Switch too. You say that, but like every game has a Pokédex. It's like you collect all of them, and then what do? Then you try to collect all of them again in another game, and like all the Pokemon are there, but you can still put all the, it's a whole thing. Except for Scarlet and Violet, they said fuck everybody, and made Dex a thing. My favorite Pokemon's like not even in the game. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? It's all I want is this fucking Aggron. I want Aeron, Lairon, and Aggron. That's all I want.
Larry, Curly, and Mo.
Pretty much. I mean, it's there's 3-stage evolution Pokemon. I don't know what it is. That Pokemon's literally the worst Pokemon in the game. I can say that right now. Like, it's my favorite Pokemon, but that shit dies in like 1 hit to pretty much anything.
Then
Unless
why
it
is
has
it your
fucking
favorite
sturdy.
Pokemon?
Your favorite Pokemon doesn't have to be the best.
I know.
Pokemon. I
So
just
it's
think like,
obviously
really cool
not because
design.
it's a good Pokemon.
It has good. It can hit hard. It can hit like a truck.
So it's a glass cannon.
Especially like for especially there's moves now like that have to do your weight and defensive stats. Like you can use like what is it, heavy slam or some shit like that, and heavy slam like hits hard as fuck. And if you raise your defense, it hits even harder. And Aggron has like one of the best physical defenses in the game.
Okay.
So I was like, ooh, you can fuck people up. But yeah, you get hit by a level 5 Squirtle's water gun, you're dead. Like, it's so fucking funny. You get hit by an earthquake, just because you have high defense, you're dead because it's like 4 times effective on you. It's so fucking dumb, dude.
That is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
It's unfortunate, but at the same time, like it's such a cool design too. Like Aeron, if you look at Aeron, it's really cool. You look at Lairon, it's okay looking. You look at Aggron, that shit's dope as fuck, dude. It looks like it should be a fucking. It looks like it should be like not a legendary, like a pseudo legendary. Does it have a pseudo legendary stats? No.
I know what Aggron looks like. I don't know what the other two look like.
We call it Aggron also has a Mega Evolution, so that's pretty cool. I'm glad that became a thing.
Gigantamax? Or is that
No.
different?
Gigantamax is different. That's in Sword and Shield. Which, by the way, if you were going to play a Pokemon game, I recommend that. I recommend Sword and Shield. Scarlet and Violet is fun and great, but it's so glitchy and it's such graphically a mess. Like, unless you're like into Pokemon, I highly doubt that you're going to enjoy it. Like, I feel like you have to enjoy Pokemon to play that game, and that's so sad to say. Because like you're gonna look at it like, this is a buggy mess. I don't want to play this shit. You know what I mean? You play Sword and Shield, you will thoroughly have a good time. I've been replaying it just to replay it because I fucking have. So I basically made my son a fucking Nintendo account and been playing under that, just so he has something to play later on. And he has that full Pokédex of Pokemon. Like, I literally make a living dex everywhere I go. So,
What's the better one, Sword or Shield?
Well, technically speaking, Sword had the stronger legendary.
Who's got the cooler legendary?
That's up to
Sword. Shield?
you. He might like the shield. He did like the lance. In
What does the
Monster Hunter.
shield do?
He has a lot of defense.
It just has a lot of defense. He's a fucking dog with a dumbass face. That's what he is.
And what is the sword?
It's a dog holding
Yeah,
a sword.
he's holding a sword in his mouth.
I don't like that.
Speaking of, we have Monster Hunter coming out soon too.
Yeah, there's
Beta
another beta test coming up in February.
Yeah, that's going to determine where I get the game at.
testing. That game's not gonna come out until like September.
Yeah, I had
I
that
think
feeling too.
I'm gonna get it on PlayStation.
But the thing is, like, if you played the PlayStation beta, it plays so fucking well. Like, it plays so well that they can honestly release it and be like, all right, well, here you go. And honestly, I'll be like, oh, PlayStation, I guess.
Yeah, I just trust it to run better on my PS5 than my laptop.
Let me tell you this right now, Sab. It played so fucking well that I was like, this is what the game's supposed to feel like.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I have a PC, and, like, don't get me wrong, like, yeah, whatever. PC Master Race, and yeah, I don't have the greatest PC, but
Yeah, that's the thing.
my PC is fucking powerful as fuck, but I couldn't play it. I was like, this is ass. Like, it was playing like Duke.
I've got a laptop with a basic card, so
Yeah,
I can't do
like,
much.
basic cards don't mean
I mean,
nothing, so-
I'll be able to play it, but it won't play as
Yeah.
well as on my PS5. So I'd rather just play on the PS5, and I want to play it with a controller anyway, because
yeah,
I've always preferred. Well, I mean, I've always played it on controller, and I feel like it's just better suited to playing with a controller than playing with mouse and keyboard.
nah. I always try to both ways, and I prefer controller anyway. Same thing for like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. I prefer controller.
I actually did switch over from controller to mouse and keyboard.
Well,
for
you
Final
heal more
Fantasy.
than anything, right?
Yeah,
I feel like healing is so much easier on the keyboard. You can use the function keys to like pick.
it's
party
true. It's a
members
lot
and
easier to
kinda
select
go
party members on mouse and keyboard.
Mhm.
I just like
Yeah,
the
when
more.
I healed, even with controller, I still use.
I just like the
keyboard
freedom
for
with the
picking party
keybinds
members.
on PC.
That's true. I didn't think of it that way either.
And then you can also have mods, but we won't talk about those.
Are you gonna get the Bleach game?
What kind of game is it?
It's like a arena fighter kind of thing.
Mm. Not really a big fan of fighting games.
But it looks so good. It kind of reminds me of like the Naruto Shippuden games, but like on crack. If you look at it, it just looks so
Or like
glorious. I'm
Naruto, like
Jesus
Ninja Storm
Christmas.
or whatever.
Ninja Storm was good.
I never played
Ninja Storm was
those.
good, but that was like cell
But yeah, I
shaded.
never played.
Yeah.
I never played fighting games because I'm just not good.
The Naruto fighting games, they're not really fighting games though. You know what I mean? They're
I
fighting
mean,
games,
I've
but
had
they're
fun
not.
with them. Like I played back in the day. My friend had Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the Xbox 360, and we
I
popped
used to
that
destroy
in
fools.
and fight every once in a while, and that was a good time.
I used to be a really big fighting game fan, like really big, like really into fighting games. But everybody around me did not like fighting games.
It was a while when
Like,
I was watching
nobody.
fighting games a lot. Like I was watching people play them, and like Whenever what's it called? Evo comes on, I'll watch it. It's fun.
Hmm. Yeah. You know what was an Evo last year
What?
in 2024? Mega Man Battle Network 6. I was so
Really?
fucking hyped. I was like, hell yes, dude. I was like, I can't believe they got into Evo. And I was like, well, now it's easily accessible because the Legacy Collection came out. But I was like, holy shit, dude. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing to see on a big screen. I'm like, this is
I
where it's
actually
at.
saw footage of some people doing like a Beyblade tournament at like a fighting game tournament too.
Yeah. Um, I got really into like fighting games and I like frame data and all that stuff. And then I guess like all my friends is like they don't want to play that. But Josh got really into Smash. And I didn't like the thing is like I love Smash, but I never thought of it as a competitive fighter. And
Yeah,
I
Smash
still
is a
really
little
I can't
different.
I can't even wrap my head around it. And like you tell me, oh well, Tekken's frame data, or you tell me Street Fighter's frame data. I'm like, I got you. You tell me frame data for Smash. I'm like, I don't get it. Like it's just
I
one of
don't
those I'm
get
like
any
I
of
don't
it.
understand. I can't grasp it. Like I can't grasp that for some reason. It's like Josh will say like, oh, this has super armor and stuff like that, and like those are terms that are in every single fighting game. But when it came to Smash, I was like, I don't get it. I really like Smash to me is just always like a big party fighter, and it's just like
So it always
I
was to
don't think
me.
of it.
I didn't ever see it as a fighting
Yeah,
game like Street Fighter, Virtua Fighter, Tekken, whatnot.
and I'm super excited for like the new Virtual Fighter too, because I'm like, ooh, the fucking blocking in that game looks amazing. But yeah, I don't know. Like I'll probably get into
I'm like a button
like
masher.
the new fighting game soon. It's just like I don't know. I don't know what I want to do right now. It's kind of sad.
We're kind of the
It's not like I
same.
can buy anything, but still.
I've just been kind of riding on Warframe because it's free and it's been fun for right now.
Exactly.
I'm kind of looking for the
I
next
can't afford my
thing.
subscription for Final Fantasy. I can't
I
buy
just
any new
canceled my
games.
Final Fantasy subscription.
I know it's sad.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna
It's not the game
guess
sucks
I'm
or
gonna
anything
lose
like
my
that. It's
house,
just
but
like
oh well.
the game's still fun. It's just I can't play it. I can't play it.
Mm.
There's you know what I mean? Like it's not like I wasn't playing it before or anything like that. It's just I was taking my time. Like I wasn't burnt out. I just knew I was going to get burnt out. So I had to like stop playing.
Yeah.
And then fortunately lost my job and I was like, well now I can't afford this, so now I can't play it.
I mean,
I was like if I play it now, I'm just gonna burn out. So I was like, I'll just stop. And hopefully I get that itch to play it soon.
literally all I've been doing for the past month in Final Fantasy before I canceled my subscription was just doing my Island Sanctuary.
Your island
Every
sanctuary
day I'd log
done.
in. What?
Is your island sanctuary done? You've been doing that every day.
No, I'm not max
Jesus
rank
Christ.
yet.
Seriously, dude?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, I haven't been doing it. I mean, I haven't been doing it constantly since it came out, but um
Still, like that's still if you're playing it like I think you're playing it, you know what I mean? You basically have a month involved. It should be just a month and you should be done.
nah, dude, it takes a while. You gotta raise your island like over 20 levels. And it could take you like a week to get a level.
You know what I
Depending.
should do? I should get my subscription back and tell my mom to do this and tell her it's Farmville.
I mean, but the thing is, it's not that kind of thing where you can devote your entire time to it and progress it. It's got time gate.
Yeah, so it's basically like Farmville kind of thing.
Do you even know how it works, like at
Stamina
all?
and shit like that. Oh, if you're telling me there's time gates, there's most likely like you can only
Well, like,
do this patch of land for
yeah, you
a
start
day.
out with like a limited amount of space, and you can build like one workshop.
Yeah.
And in that workshop, you can use the materials that you gather from the island to have your mammoth homies make some items for you to sell. Now these items take real world hours to make, and you have to set it up ahead of time, and it's got like a schedule, and then throughout the week you can have them work for 5 days, and then they have to take 2 days of rest. So you can choose however you want to do that. But basically, you can plan out your
You're
whole
basically a
week, and you have them
manager.
motherfuckers make shit all week, and then you sell it for money. While you're doing that, you can also grow plants in your garden, which can be then materials to go into the things that you're making. You can also have like animals that you're raising in your enclosure and gather materials from them. But basically, after you do all that, after you like set up your daily shit, and after you do your plants and your animals, you're not really doing much else on your island. You're just waiting for the next day to gather your freaking earnings and mess with your plants and animals again.
No, I see.
But I mean, you
I
can
mean,
spend a lot of time. Like, I mean, I have sometimes, if you make a lot of a certain item, you're gonna need a lot of a resource, so you'll have to actually go out and like farm it specifically out on the island. So, I mean, you can spend your time farming materials, but you don't have to. You can also like build these things called granaries where you can send mammoth homies out to go gather for you as well.
oh, well, that's not bad.
Yeah, so and then like you can like capture special animals and like find special recipes and build like landmarks and stuff. Like I've got like a lighthouse. So it's kind of neat and you can get some special outfits and special mounts and special furnishings and things from the island store. It was pretty worth it.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's definitely a grind.
Sounds
So
like
yeah,
it.
if you're gonna do it, be prepared. But I do find it, kind of relaxing.
I mean, I do like grinds anyway. Like, I like grinding in video games.
And it's
The only grind I don't like in video games is Warframe grinds.
those
Too many
yeah,
resources for
Warframe
every
grinds
fucking
can
thing.
be pretty ridiculous, but
It's like you gotta hype yourself up to fucking do something. It's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to. And it's like, then you have Josh like, come on, then you can actually do Still Path. I'm like, all right, fuck.
I mean, honestly, I think
Like,
just doing all the nodes is the worst part.
Yeah, doing the stuff. After that, it's
yeah, that was ass. Especially when I didn't have like a consistent way to do spy missions.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had
I'm not gonna lie,
but
Josh
like
has
all you
been
could
my
do was
spy
roll.
crush my entire Warframe.
Dude. And that's literally what I said. I was like, Josh, I'm not doing spies unless you're walking with me. And then like he was like, all right, just don't fucking get caught. I was like, all right, I'll just stay still until it's done.
just hide in a corner somewhere.
Yeah, he goes, this Wukong starts flying around. I'm like, oh, that's great. And then by the time we finish it, he goes, we should get you Wukong. I'm like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. like we finish all the spy missions, and then he says, yeah, let's go get
Great
you Wukong.
idea.
And then we fucking grind out Wukong, and I'm like, oh, this is great. Yeah, of course I would have done the spy missions. It's like, he was like, oh,
press 2 and move through the whole thing.
it's fucking great, dude. It's so good.
I need to
Wukong Prime, phenomenal
I
too.
need to level my Sevagathi Prime.
I need to level
I
up.
don't
my
even know
helmet.
how he works.
I need to level up one more time, and I get 10 more subsume.
I think you
slots.
level up by feeding as well.
Yeah, feeding.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I've been doing. Yep,
Assuming.
I've been doing that just to get them all done.
Well, not just
and
subsuming, but
jazzed
feeding
up.
the materials
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so like I make sure everything's at like 80%. So I've been doing that, and then of course I have to fucking grind those.
I
out.
had to buy a slot.
But I really do need the 10 slots. I do need those stats. I was like already maxed out on the 3 slots quickly. I was like, fuck.
I'm like 10th, 11th Metamorphosis on my helmet. His name is
Yeah.
George.
I think I have
Or
Nidus assumed,
Yes.
Proteus assumed, and I don't know who the hell the third one was. I think it was just a frame I wanted to get out of the fucking way.
I got a
I don't-
bunch of
I
shit.
don't remember. Yeah, of course.
I'm sure you do.
Josh has been playing that game since fucking the PlayStation 4.
PlayStation
And
3.
it has not stopped. He plays that shit constantly. So he definitely has enough resources.
I ran out of working cells recently,
Ouch.
but then I got them
I was
back.
with you when, yeah.
How does
You're
that
like, I need help, bro. I was like, you didn't need help, but you were just bored. I was like, I'll do it with you, no problem.
Yeah, I was just
Or-
crafting too many things that required working cells.
Oh, let's see.
I know.
Because a lot of those prime
It was
weapons are like
that.
10 working cells. Or
Yeah.
15.
True.
And it's
They
like,
are quite a bit. I didn't realize.
and I was making like a lot of them. I was just, anytime I got a new prime weapon that looked mildly interesting, I'd make it.
I've I made the Tord, I think it was, right? The
Mm-hmm.
Tord. I made that. I don't even know what that gun does.
Pull
It
out the
shoots a
Incarnate
fart
and
cloud, dude.
shoots fart clouds.
Shoots far clouds.
And
All
then
right,
the
cool.
Incarnon
I need
makes
to
it
fucking
shoot a
put some mods on it.
laser.
A laser.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking dope.
It is pretty cool.
But yeah, no, I gotta do that.
No, I've been using it a lot
I
recently.
think
It's pretty good.
I need to do the Steel Path circuit this week to at least level 5, so I can get my Soma Prime Incarnate.
I already actually finished my circuit this week.
And of course you did.
Well, you can get all those extra rewards, Sam.
Yeah.
All those arcanes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I picked Rhino for the other one because, like, fuck it,
I
might
have
as well.
4 ribbons on my steel path.
I got
have
3.
Nice.
I have too many ribbons as it is. I have too many veiled ribbons as it is.
Yeah, I need to get rid of some of my ribbons.
I
only have so many
I got a
slots.
miter ribbon.
Nice.
Yeah, you said that
I
earlier.
have it.
No.
Why not?
Why would I give it to you?
No, no, I still gotta increase my stuff. Like I've been
Like a vanilla ribbon.
trying to like try new fucking mods out. Try to see what we can do to increase my strength on weapons. Because I play Stynax, so I'm not really there for ability strength. I'm there for like fucking weapon strength. Basically give everybody overguard and just make sure nobody dies, but everybody walks away. I don't know what to tell them.
I mean, there's only so much you can do.
Oh. If I need overguard, I'll come back.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But people go away and they go, "Oh, I'll be fine." I was like, "I'm not coming to you." It's the biggest thing. Is like, if I notice you and I go, "Oh, I can walk away from here," I'll come to you, kind of thing. If I like you enough, I'll be right there. If I don't like you enough, you fucking walk. Hurry up. What are you doing? You hear it from me. But yeah. I don't know. For my New Year's resolution, I gave myself, by the way, I'd go full circle on that before I forget, because I don't think I've ever finished.
You didn't.
I'm giving myself to like July to like have something finished, whether it be like just broad history, couple wars and stuff like that. Like I'm giving myself till then. A name of the planet, name of the solar system kind of thing, like just certain things. And if it is going to have magic, if it's not going to have magic, and I want to see if we can do something with it.
I would like to
Like, just-
write a significant event in the history of this place.
I mean, that's the whole point. Like, I want to branch it out. Like, remember, if you think of it this way, history is written by the victor, right? So that means I won everything. Like, I make the history up.
Mm-hmm.
But like, then it's just one side.
I mean, that's how
thing.
it
Like,
used to
I feel
be,
like that's
though. If you think about
Yeah.
it, that's not really the way that it is anymore.
correct. History's just everywhere. I would like to have some like different perspectives and shit like that, because I don't want it to just be, hey, you know, it's me saying all these things and it's like, oh well, this seems like curated for one dude. Like the world's it's a giant world out there. Like there has to be different things, and like okay, during this time, this country won this war and that country won that war. Yeah, it's great. Like I feel like I want to create a world that like World War. Like it wasn't because there's an ally and an axis. I want it to be because every single country was at war, but there was no alliances. Like, you know what I mean? Like I want that.
Yeah.
I want problems always. But yeah, I find it cool. Like, do we want a guild system? Do we want like adventures? Do we want like ranks? My favorite thing in fucking anime, and especially the isekai shits, ranks.
The power system.
Ranks and nobilities. Yeah, like not a power system. Ranks. Like you have nobility. Like I'm the 7th son, and he works his way up to being a fucking baron, and from baron to a duke kind of thing. Like I find that fucking cool. And like the things that they did in between. There's a really matter of fact, there's an anime called I'm the 7th Son, and it has a really good ranking system where it goes like, well, he's actually going through the steps, and it's not just like, oh well, you beat a fucking thing, so now you become a baron. No, he made a whole fucking cultivating system, all that stuff. Like that stuff, it intrigues me. It intrigues me so much. But yeah.
Yeah. I've always enjoyed a good power system in an anime.
Yeah. Oh man, It feels good to be back. Feels good to record. Shaking the rust off a little bit. Has been a while since we
Oh,
recorded.
yeah.
Do you guys remember the last time we recorded?
It was last year.
Yeah, it was last year.
No fucking goddamn it! I can't.
I think it was in November. Did we do one in December? I don't even remember.
It might have been.
No, we didn't do one in December. We were trying to do one in December.
I think it might have been November.
We
That was the
couldn't
last
fit it
one we did.
Yeah.
But hey, we had a
Shit.
bunch on the back burner.
Oh yeah, that much is true. Well, I'm glad we're able to, put things out now. Now it's just what people like and what people listen. If you like us, keep listening.
Hit that
Support us
subscribe.
in any way you can. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Share with your friends.
Make a comment. Tell us what we can do better.
Yeah.
Or what you liked, you know.
If you put it down, if you put a down vote, let me know why. Let us know why. If you want Sab's address, comment it below.
We're not giving that information
If
out.
you're on Spotify, I don't know what you can do on Spotify, but yes.
If this video gets 15 likes, we'll dox that.
No.
I'm
putting the kibosh on that one right
Let's
now.
do it. No, hold on, wait.
The kibosh is
Josh,
on
can you
that
repeat
one
that again? I'm gonna boost that audio
right
later.
Let's go like the video.
Wait. Hey guys. Wait, do you guys hear this when I go?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys hear it?
hmm
All right, Sab lives at.
Mhm.
Yes. Josh, Josh say confirm, and then Sab act surprise.
I have no idea what's happening. I was just gonna ask.
I
Later.
I'll
can't hear
cut it up
anything.
later, so it sounds like. What?
Josh didn't say anything.
Oh, he didn't. Chris wanted to heard that.
Oh my god.
We need to figure out. Yeah, there you go. Jesus, we'll cut that. I'll cut it together. Yeah, I'm putting extra work on myself later. Oh, how the fuck am I doing this?
Oh my god. How
We
could
lived in a
you?
house in
By
that place,
George.
Tiddlywinks.
on that street.
Ah, I don't live in a house. I live in a ditch.
Damn.
Can confirm. This is the address.
I just have a cardboard box and a blanket.
Chameleonaire walks past him every
How are
day.
you recording?
I'm bringing it
Millionaire
back.
brings me a breakfast on a bun from Whataburger every day.
Does he?
That sounds fucking heavenly, dude.
It's delicious. If you've never had one, I highly suggest it.
I mean, I gotta go to Texas to get it. I don't feel like driving.
It's a burger bun with a fried egg, with a slice of cheese, with a sausage patty, with another bun on top. It's delicious.
I'm not a big fan of sausage.
You will be of this sausage. This sausage is
I
different.
don't know.
This is not your
I
regular
feel like
fast food sausage. I know what you're thinking. I had that McDonald's sausage. I had that Wendy's sausage. I had that whatever sausage, and it was terrible because it is. It's terrible breakfast sausage. But you know it's not
no,
terrible
I like the
breakfast
very
sausage.
very cheap sausages.
You know it's not terrible
I
breakfast
just hate
sausage.
sausages
It's
with
Whataburger.
casing.
Whataburger.
No, it's not casing. It's a patty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's
I
no
might eat
skin.
it then.
So yeah, you would like it probably. And it's got a great flavor.
Whataburger.
And they give it to you with
Alright.
like a picante sauce packet, and I dip it in the picante sauce. I'll take a bite, and then I'll dip the corner in the picante sauce, and take another bite. It's so delicious.
Oh, dude, you just remind me. I gotta make more hot sauce and barbecue sauce.
You make your own hot sauce?
I make both, man. I make both barbecue and hot
That's
sauce.
right. You were telling me about this the other day.
Yeah. We can talk about it more again on episode 11, the double one. Maybe we'll have more hype in that one. All right, guys. If you haven't done so again, please like and follow. Subscribe. New episodes every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
Yes.
Yeah, we do release on the
Oh,
same
wow.
day every week. So,
Consistency.
predictability.
Consistency is what it's about. We love y'all. Bye.
Goodbye.
Later.